All right, Shalom. I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect of Israel that's pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth. Okay, Shalom. This is Deuteronomy 28, okay, and verse 48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." Right? And that's been done, right? Right? Didn't these so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Americans come here and was brought here by our oppressor and served that hard-bond slavery? Didn't we do that? Okay. Didn't Esau bring us here to serve as slaves to them? Okay. Didn't that happen? Yes, it happened. Okay. Didn't he put a yoke of iron upon our necks, just like the scriptures say? Yes, that happened. You can see it right there on the screen. Okay. You can see it. You can see the yoke of iron around the neck, chains on the neck. Okay. And who did this? Esau did this. Okay. And Esau can make it into the kingdom? No. There's a tab that you have to pay. These charges, you have to pay for these charges. Okay? You have to pay for this. There's no just a slap on the wrist and gonna get away with it. No. Yahweh Shema Shai gonna destroy you. Yahweh Shema Shai he got you, Esau. Okay? He got you. You got to pay for this. Okay? Yahweh Shema Shai it's gonna fucking destroy you. Okay? You Edomites. Okay? For all the shit that you've done to his people, to the Lord's people. Okay? His chosen people. Okay? I'm gonna read again. It says, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Okay? The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. They didn't show no favor to the old, didn't show no favor to the young. Okay? To our women, our children. Okay? Esau didn't show no favor. Okay? All the murders and the raping of the women and the killing of the kids and all the horrible things that you could ever think of that Esau done to us. Okay? He has to pay for that. Okay? And it's gonna come right back to you, Esau. Okay? He that leadeth in the captivity shall go in the captivity. You going, Esau. You going. Okay? You going into captivity up under the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Americans. Okay? Which are the Israelites. Okay? You going into captivity. Okay? Fucking Edomites, you know? Because it's a righteous thing to have Esau in captivity, you see. Didn't he have us in captivity? Hell, we still in captivity. We still trying to get reach the kingdom. And we're not going to be free until when? Till Yahweh Shai come back and deliver the elect of Israel. Okay? And set us up in the kingdom. Okay? The where we're going to rule. Okay? We're going to take the kingdom. You see? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. A spiritual fight that we're fighting. You know? It says, read verse 50 again. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. Right. And Esau didn't do that. Okay. Now, this is Esther chapter 3, straight to the point, verse 13. It says, and the letter was sent by post unto all the king's province to destroy. To do what? To destroy, to kill, you see, and to cause to perish all Jews, all the Israelites, both young and old, little children and women. You see, little children and women. Okay. Now it says that what? Which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. See, they didn't show no favor to the young, or the old, or to the women, to the children. Okay. Read it again back in Esther 3 and 13. And letters were sent by post unto all the king's province to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day. Okay, you see. So they didn't. There was no. Esau didn't give a damn about us, and still don't. Okay. You wait till these race wars break out on a mass scale. You gonna see Esau is showing his horns, and you gonna see that they're not your friend. Those are not your people. Okay. Now our people are mixed in among all nations. Okay. But guess what? The house of Israel will be sifted, remember? So the Lord, his people that's among the other nations will be delivered also. But you Edomites, you heathens, okay, there's no getting away. And they will use our own people. They will use our own. Esau would make our own people do horrible things to us. Okay? You know? Back in Deuteronomy 28:6-8, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Sold unto your enemies for bondmen, slave, and bondwoman, women, slave, women, and no man shall buy you. See? So this right here is prophecy of the Israelites, okay? Now, Esau, you have to pay the tab, okay, for doing these horrible things to the Israelites, okay? This is Obadiah. I'm gonna drop down to verse 8. It says, Shall I not in that day, said the Lord, power, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and thou mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, and to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. See? Why? Verse 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. See? Why? For the violence, right down the screen, for the violence against Jacob, you Israelites, okay? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That you shouldn't have never laid your hand upon the Lord's people. Okay? Now you have to pay for that, Esau. There's no getting away with it. Esau cannot be saved and make it into the kingdom. Okay? No. The Bible said be cut off by slaughter. That's what the Bible said. Okay? Prophecy must come to pass. Okay? You know? Ain't no, this is not a crime of a slap on the wrist. This is not a crime that you give probation to. This is not a crime to where you give community service. No. This is a crime that must be paid by slaughter, okay? By being in captivity under the Lord's chosen people. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. You see? This is what's coming to you, Esau. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that, Salakia, let me read it again. This is verse 12 in Obadiah. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of thy distress. Okay? You shouldn't have done these things, Esau. Okay? It says, thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamities. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their afflictions in the day of their calamities, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. See that? Read that again. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. You shouldn't have done these things, Esau, because you got to pay. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathens. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. You're right. That's what the Bible said. This is all gonna come back to you, Esau. Okay? The so-called white man, this is coming back to you. Okay? You shouldn't have never done this to the Lord's chosen people, okay, which are the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Americans. You shouldn't have never done this. Okay? You shouldn't have never done this. Okay? Verse 17, but unto Mount Zion shall be deliverance. That's right. And there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Yes. The water Yahweh Shema Shai. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord power has spoken it. That's right. Hey, it's coming back to you, Esau. Okay? It's all coming back to you. You know, the Most High set your ass up, and you shall pay. The Lord said you're going to pay, and that's what's going to happen. Okay? You know? So yeah. You've been ultimately finessed, Esau. Yahweh Shema Shai has finessed you to the it's perfect. Okay? Hey, so you know, with that, keep pushing, brothers. Okay? Because hey, Yahweh Shema Shai, when Yahweh Shai come, he's coming to deliver the elect and destroy the enemy, okay? And put them in their rightful place, which is up under the so-called blacks, Latino, Native Americans, up under you Israelites, up under the Israelites, okay, in captivity. And they're going to be cut off by slaughter. Thus said the Bible, okay? With that, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect of Israel. Shalom.